to the Land Rover, where we are making great progress on the electrics of the car. Excuse the tape, that's just to stop me from scratching it, but everything's pretty much in there now. We've even got a horn, she can talk. And we've also got headlights and indicators and everything else. But one thing that has me stumped is the charge system. It says alternator on the label I've got. I'm actually using the old style Dynamo. One thing that it's not doing though is making the alternate or the charge light or the dynamo light go off, and I don't think it's charging the battery, and the amps meter's not moving either. And I've cleaned the contacts, I've had a good look, I've taken it off, I've removed things, I've put it back, and it still wasn't doing it. But I did find online that there's something you may have to do, which is polarize the dynamo, or flash it, is another term for it. And that seems to have worked. So yeah, this video is just showing you what I did there, because if you've got a new dynamo or your Land has been sitting there for a while, you might need to polarize it. And yeah, I'll show you how I did it, just because I couldn't find too much info on the internet. So around this side, I've got basically a copy of the original regulators that were on these machines. Ignore the color coding of the wires, that's my colors. It means logic to me anyway. But what I found was on the internet, you got to polarize or charge the basically electromagnets inside the dynamo. And to do that, you take you got to ground the field wire with the positive of the battery, because this is a negative charge machine. I think if you're a positive charge, one of the early ones, you got to connect up the field wire with the negative side. So for this one, nice and simple. We've got the F, we've got the A. All we got to do is just short out the A. First time I did it, didn't do anything, but after a while, it sparks. That's it. That is all you have to do. Then I found that once I started it up, she charged and the alternator light went out. So yeah, nice and simple fix. Just got to short this out, charge up the electromagnet in the dynamo, and in theory that's about it. So now when we start this beast of a machine, the alternator light goes out, the amps is charging. Now, one thing I'm not too happy about is this amp meter has got some pretty thick cables coming from the regulator and the dynamo, comes through the firewall of the vehicle into these two little flimsy screw connectors on the back of the amp meter. Then it goes back out to the battery. There's some pretty serious power going through this. If the dynamo's 50 amp, 12 volt, that's 600 watts coming through into the cockpit. Not too happy about that. That's a fair old amount of power. That could give you a bit of a zap. Keen to hear what other people think. It's obviously a standard thing. It's been around for a very long time, but yeah, it's a lot of power coming through. You don't want that shorting out. But anyway, the alternator's now, the dynamo's now working. And yeah, polarize the dynamo or flash it just by shorting out the field one with the positive side of the battery, and now everything's working well. So with electrics pretty much done, the circuit diagram I used is on the landyrover.com. The link is just down there. That's the circuit diagram I've used. Pretty crude, nothing too crazy. The color coding of the wires is my color coding, basically because that's what I bought off the internet and that's what I had. But it sort of makes sense. Engine fans working as well. I didn't put that on a thermostat. We've got the windscreen wipers are in and working, which is pretty cool. We've also got a few lights, and we've got a very annoying buzzer on the hazard warning lights as well, and on the indicators. I don't think that's going to last too long. I'll probably take that one off. But there you go, that'll get me through the roadworthy as well. I got a windscreen washer as well. Just need to plumb that one in. So anyway, so that's how we're going with the car so far. If you find these videos useful, do hit subscribe and like, and there's plenty more coming as we try and get this vehicle on the road, get it roadworthy in Queensland, and then hopefully go for some adventures. Obviously a big gap is the doors. The doors are still being painted green, but hopefully that'll be done over the long weekend that's coming up. Anyway, thanks for watching the Land Rover.